Hey, what's up, guys? This is Tim,
Yo, this is Scott.
and we are Polyphia, and our album, Remember That You Will Die, comes out October 28th. Please stream it.
Yeah, beautiful guys. Good morning.
Morning.
Good
Hey,
morning.
How are we today?
Great.
We're good, dude. We're chilling. We're just getting ready for the end of the week.
I know it's not
It's
long
coming
now.
out finally.
So how are you feeling about it, guys? You excited, nervous?
All of it.
Dude, all of it. But you know what? Mostly nervous now that it's like almost. It's 2 days ago. I was just excited. Now I'm just tripping. But it'll be great. Like I am excited, but the nerves are really starting to get nervy.
Very cool. Before we get going on the album itself, guys, like it's a pretty morbid title overall. So I think there's a lot of people that are going to be thanking you for reminding them that it's going to happen.
Remember that you will die, dude.
What's it about? Is it a lesson? Is it a warning? What's going on?
A warning, though.
Morning.
Well, I don't know. I guess it's all.
You can interpret it however you want, I suppose. I
Yeah,
guess
that's
the
the
phrase
beauty of art.
means, to live life to the fullest, like pretty much YOLO. Me and Scott usually were talking about it last night. And she was like, okay, so YOLO, it means YOLO. And I was like, I guess we want to put it that way.
I get down with that.
But YOLO. And also, it's also a warning.
Like it's to take it however you like. Depends what you've done wrong that day.
Yeah, we're encouraging everyone to get those calendars where you like check off a week. Those things. It's like a blackout thing, and you color in every week.
Oh,
And it shows
yeah.
you how many weeks that you have of like the average human lifespan.
You should
Those
sell them with
morbid
the album.
things.
Sell them with the album, mate. You make a fortune.
We should sell that.
That's a good idea, actually. You know what? You're probably going to see that here in a couple weeks now.
Very cool. So tell us a bit more about the album from a musical point of view then, and what you're going for with it.
It's definitely our most ambitious release to date. Obviously, if you look at the track listing, you can see a ton of collaborations from spanning a ton of different genres. And once you listen to the record, hopefully you'll be able to tell that like we have put in a lot of work on leveling up, whether that's our individual instruments or the songwriting or the composition or the production or the mixing. Everything was a learning process, and it was like a very it took us 4 years to make, because we had to figure it out. It was very much like a giant puzzle piece, and or like a marble sculpture where we had to chisel it out. Every little detail, every little fine detail had to be just right. And so we're very proud of this record.
To date, you've released the singles Ego, Death, ABC. I can't even read my own writing this time of day. New Ocean and Playing God. So are they a good sonic representation of the album as a whole?
I think that there's, you could look at it as like a deca. What is the 12-sided polygon?
A big fucker.
Just fucking 12 it on.
Or something. Anyways, picture a 12-sided polygon, and the singles are 4 of the corners of that. So there's 8 more corners to be experienced, because this record musically is kind of all over the place. So
yeah, that's cool. Cool analogy. And you mentioned this before, but the album features guest performances by Chino Moreno from Deftones. You got Steve Vai, and there's plenty more. So can we focus on the 2 tracks from Chino and Steve? So starting with Ego Death, why did you ask Steve Vai to contribute, and what did he bring to the song?
well, Steve has been a hero of ours for a long time. Like he's one of the reasons I started playing guitar. Yeah, just to like be able to make music with a living legend has been like some bucket list shit for us. And for him to contribute like his very signature style and everything, like it was like a very special moment for us to close the album out with. Yeah, I mean, hopefully you can feel that when you listen to it, like the record in succession from beginning to end. And we wanted to leave that taste in your mouth of like look what we did. You know, we're fucking proud of it. We're stoked. Look what we did. So, you know.
That's cool.
That, and there's like mostly singers for features on the record, you know, like any other features that we've done in the past on other records is mostly guitar. So we kind of wanted to, you know, we knew that if we were going to have a guitar feature, it was going to have to be, you know, a legend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So who better to fill those shoes than the legend himself?
Yeah, fair call. That's exactly right. And how about Bloodbath with Chino?
Also another legend, you know, like I think, you know, it's a really cool thing to be able to work with everybody from like bedroom producers to like big rappers to like OG like rock icons, you know what I mean? And yeah, like just being able to bring in their signature sounds and to adapt styles is like I said, was a challenge for us, but like, you know, helped us grow, and we're always looking for that growth. So
yeah, very cool. The press release calls Polyphia a genre-bending instrumental band. Can you elaborate on that? How do you bend genres? Like, I know you've got a few different guest artists on the album that'll help with that, but musically, how do you guys do it yourselves?
We just take inspiration from everywhere, you know. So if we're, you know, playing pop or trap or jazz or anything, you know, like it's just adding it into the mix, I suppose.
Yeah, we always kind of have like I don't know, the way I kind of see it, and I think I could also speak for Tim, partially anyway, but we just kind of, well, obviously, you know, we love a bunch of different genres, like he just said, but I guess the way I kind of look at it is like, how would I play guitar over something like this, like a hip hop beat or something like that, you know, where it would kind of just be our style of playing is a little more unorthodox. Like you'll hear a guitar solo on a rap song sometimes, and it's kind of like a classic, like, you know, almost like 80s shredder style solo. But the things that we're doing are different than that in many ways. It's kind of just like, how can we make this work as best we can and still have it be tasteful? And I guess that's where the challenge comes from, you know, but that's also where the fun is as well.
Along those lines, like your music blends like the intricate guitar riffs with the hip hop rhythms. You've got the bass heavy trap music, like you say, there's progressive metal, there's rock. But on paper, that sort of stuff shouldn't really work, but you guys make it sound great. So in the writing process, how do you gauge the blending of that? Like, how do you know if there's too much of one thing and not enough of another? Or
I don't know if we're necessarily thinking of it in terms of like the balance between the 2 or 3 or 4 different things that we're mixing. It's more like, you know, throwing shit at the wall and seeing what sticks. You know what I mean? And the whole process of making each song is very much an experiment. And so each song kind of has like 5 to 10 different versions. And the ones that you hear on the record are the ones that we ended up liking the most, but we'll end up putting out a deluxe eventually with all, you know, a few of the different versions, because they're essentially different songs. And that they have different vibes, and you'd be able to describe them differently, but it's the same song, but different, if that makes sense. Yeah. But yeah, different versions. And, you know, lots of Frankensteining, like taking one from something and then taking the other and putting it together and, you know, mixing it out, etc. But yeah, like I said, very puzzle piecey, you know, mix and match.
Very cool. So we've got 3 days now until Remember That You Will Die comes out. So what do you guys got planned after? You going on a big tour to promote it?
We have a Europe tour that we just announced, and spoiler alert, we're about to announce a US tour in I think a day or 2.
Nice.
So
and now
yeah, we've
Australia. Are we in your mind, the Australians?
Yes, you guys are. I don't have specifics yet to spoil for you. But,
unfortunately.
There are emails. That's all there is, right? That's all it is right now. But I have a feeling that those emails will manifest into us physically being there on the island of Australia.
Very cool, guys. Well, it'll be good to see us and see the show. It'll be interesting to see live, judging by what it sounds like. So I'm looking forward to it.
Oh yeah, we will. You know, we hope to meet you in person then.
I'll be there, mate. I'll be there with a beer in my hand and some Australian hospitality. Don't worry about that.
We'll also have beers in our hands then.
Well, there you go. We're going to get on just fine.
Yeah.
All right, boys. Well, thanks very much for your time today. It's been a pleasure chatting with you. And the album, You Remember That You Will Die. I can't get over that. I love it. Album title, best album title ever. It's out on October.
Hell yeah. Thanks, dude.
No worries, boys. Have a good day.
All right, you too.
Yeah, you
Appreciate
too,
it.
man. I appreciate you.
All right, guys. Take
Thanks
care.
for the patience too.
All good, my man. See you soon.